My name is James Fishback, and I'm running to succeed Ron DeSantis as Florida's next Republican governor. I'm running for Florida governor so I can make life more affordable for you and your family, easier to afford groceries, to buy a home, to raise a family, and when it's all said and done, to retire with dignity. I'll do that.
Hey, bro, you not answer the question, bro. I didn't answer the question, dude. Did you smash with a missionary with backshots? What was it? I don't want to ever say about them. You ever smash a girl? In our state ever again. So, promise me, never smash a minor again? Why haven't I been arrested? I don't know. Why haven't I been arrested? I don't know. You should be lynched. You should be lynched. I'm lying about it like that. I should be lynched. You should be lynched.
And just in case you missed what he said.
Why haven't you should be lynched. I'm lying about it like that. I should be lynched. You should be lynched.
And just in case you missed what he said, let's play it again.
Hey, bro, you not answer the question, bro. I didn't answer the question, dude. Did you smash with a missionary with backshots? What was it? I don't want to ever say about them. You ever smash a girl? In our state ever again. So, promise me, never smash a minor again? Why haven't I been arrested? I don't know. Why haven't I been arrested? I don't know. You should be lynched. I'm lying about it like that. I should be lynched. You should be lynched.
Peace and blessings, all praises due to the Most High. And that man that you just heard telling a black man in the year 2026 that he should be lynched is the current gubernatorial candidate, as they say, James Fishback, 31 down there in Florida, who is a staunch Republican, and also he is known to have very extreme white nationalist views, as you just heard in that exchange. Now, that exchange came as a result of a TV influencer. I think his name is TJ or something like that. He was pressing that man, that governor candidate, on his alleged relationship with underage students under his tutelage in a program that he was running down there in Florida. It is said that he groomed an underage girl and allegedly had relations with her and then went on to be engaged with her after she turned 18. Can't make this up. Matter of fact, I'm going to let the news tell you about it.
Tonight in a Gulf Coast News investigation, the race for Florida's governor is heating up and getting nasty as the Byron Donalds campaign accuses one of his Republican opponents of having an inappropriate relationship with a teenage girl.
Donald's campaign is showing off some court documents claiming that James Fishback had a relationship with a 16-year-old girl. Gulf Coast News chief political reporter Dave Elias is investigating that claim tonight.
Yeah, Peter, according to this filing, a former employee of the investment executive claims that she had a sexual relationship with him beginning at the age of 17 and alleges that he harassed her. All allegations he is denying. This is James Fishback. This protection order filed in January by Kenaya Fort claims that he had a romantic relationship with her in 2022 when she was just 17 and he was 27, claiming he explicitly directed to keep the relationship secret.
Let me say that report is completely false.
Fishback and the woman were ultimately engaged after she turned 18. He said on X that she sent this letter saying, quote, "It was an honor being your fiancé and love," after the two broke up. It wasn't, though, until later she claimed the two began a relationship when she was 17.
Here's what I will say. Anyone nowadays can make false accusations. You against me, me against you.
Fort also claimed that Fishback harassed her and filed for a protective injunction in January.
There were 2 lengthy hearings in Tallahassee. After those 2 hearings, a judge fully exonerated me.
A judge heard the matter and found there was not enough evidence to prove any of the accusations. No criminal charges were ever filed.
So I think it's rather interesting this came right before this press conference.
All right, and so there you see a documentation, documented letters, documented court cases where this guy was allegedly involved with a 17-year-old while he was at the age of 27. Now, that was 4 years ago. And it is said that once again they got engaged as soon as she came 28, and then they broke up. Now, that sounds to me that he groomed her, got what he wanted, and then let her go. Now, all of that is in the context of the video that you just saw, where the young man was pressing him about messing with teenage girls. And you can see the anger. As it is said, you know, when one is angry, they will speak their heart. And so that's what he did. You should see the vitriol. You should be lynched. You should be lynched. Now, this is coming from someone who is labeled an ultra-conservative and who has been known to have white nationalist, white Christian nationalist views. And that is just another word for racist views. And for him to say that to a black man in that manner, pointing the finger at him, shows you how he truly feels. And so I think even the GOP down there in Florida has already distanced themselves from him after the underage scandal came out. And, you know, just looking at him, you know, my PDF radar is pretty sharp, and, you know, he may be just that. And so shout out to the young influencer for pressing him and getting that racism out. I love it when the racism just come out unexpectedly in public, so we can see who these people really are. The fact that he told a black man that he should be lynched is very insensitive to the historical atrocities that has happened to black people, especially down there in Florida. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number, 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for liking, watching, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And as always, I pray you have
peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.